Hi, I'm T from TSFab and welcome to this tutorial where I'm going to model a home theater system. Now I need this kind of stuff inside my interior, and it's really good to have all the models together. We already have a lot of furniture and stuff like that, but I miss these kind of things which I would like to see in my interior, or the final step by modeling an interior. So this is the main reason why I'm going to do that, and the second reason is this kind of stuff is very good for practicing the polymodeling technique, which is the most widely used by 3D modeling. So it's better to train it on easier stuff before you go to some more difficult stuff. So this is the two main reasons why I'm going to do that, and I found a very nice one from LG, and it's looking very modern, and actually I love it how it looks because the look is it's really great. So anyway, you will see it in a moment, but before we are going to set up the reference pictures and stuff like that, please make sure that you are going to model in the same unit setup like me. So I'm going to use the metric centimeters. It's because I'm modeling everything in this scale, and there's a simpler rule by rendering. If you want to have something really realistic, you need to model it in a real world scale. So because of that, we are going to model in centimeters. So okay, we don't need a realistic mode. We go just to shade, and we can set up here a plane. Now on the plane, I will set up 3 reference pictures. Now I have just one from LG, but I found a few more, and I would like to combine some stuff from there and there. So let's press M, check some free slot, make it standard, diffuse, bitmap, and this is the system from LG. As you can see, it's pretty nice. But before we are going to do anything else, please watch the ratio here. I would like to scale it in the same ratio like it's on the picture, and if you will set up something else than this ratio here, you will have some kind of problems because some stuff will be probably wider or higher. Just watch this ratio. So we have something like this here. Okay, reverse. So yeah, so something like that. So if we go here and press F3 and F4, now I'll go to shade it also here. Here's our first reference picture, and this is actually the system which we are going to model. Now I said before that I have 2 more, so I will place them also here. We can also turn off the grid just by pressing G. We will better see the images. So I will copy it 2 more times. I can also drag this here, but I need to rename that, and I will just change the texture to this one. Now here's a different ratio, as you can see. And we can actually multiply it by 2, so it should be something like that, and let's go with this one. Okay, place it here. So this is our second or third picture. I will explain why I'm using also this one, just a moment. Just place my last picture here, and it should be this one. So, oops, what's the back? So here. Okay, now I think it should be now fine. Anyway, on this second one, the ratio is not anything which we will need, but it's nice to have everything the same scale. Okay, so we have here 3 reference pictures. Now, this is the main reference picture. According to this, I will model almost everything. Now, I downloaded also this one for the DVD player. Probably I will use some stuff from there because here is not to see the DVD slot or Blu-ray slot, and I would like to make it visible, so probably also some kind of buttons from here. I don't know so far, but I would like for sure make here the DVD slot that it will be visible. Probably will be looking nicer than it's like this. Now from here I will probably take something from the part. I mean, I don't know, this display. This is actually cool that you see on the subwoofer what settings you have there, and probably more. I'm not sure yet, really. But I would like to combine some stuff from here, even just if it will be just the display. I think it would be nice, but I'm not sure so far. So I will be changing the stuff a bit, not much, but I will combine something from here, and make actually all this kind of settings. Okay, so we can start to model, and I think I will start with the subwoofer here. Now, I downloaded also the sizes of the stuff to be much easier to make it according to the real world dimensions than just guess like, okay, it should be height, I don't know, 40 centimeters, and so this will be really easier. Now everything's in centimeters, and converted that the inches here, the sign for inches, we don't need that anymore. So this is the actual dimension of the subwoofer. So let's create a box which will be in the same size. So I don't know, we can start modeling somewhere here. Okay, I will rename it subwoofer, and okay, dimension. So width, height, and deep. So something like that. 38 and 35. Okay, but what? I forgot. Height and deep. Okay, not 26 but 36. Okay, so you can see that the reference is much bigger than our actual model, but that's absolutely fine. If you are not okay with that, you can scale that. It's up to you. If it's bigger, we can see more details there. But if it's too big, we will have to zoom like there and there. So it's up to you if to scale it down and scale it up. Actually, I think I will scale it a bit down. So we'll just divide it by 2. So the ratio will be the same. Now will be like more than the real model. So it's probably a bit easier right now. Okay, so this is a box. This is the first step to the subwoofer. Okay, so right click, convert to editable poly, and we'll also change the color, and we can start. Now we don't see all the details. Now the system is wireless. This is fine because let's say on the speakers we just need to do there some antenna or something like that, and power plug, of course. But from the behind we don't see what is there. Usually there is some kind, just plugs, you know, for cables and power nodes and stuff like that, and all the function buttons are in the front, or on the front part. So we don't see everything, and I'm not sure how deep we will go with the details so far. Maybe we will do a lot also in the back, which nobody will see, but it will be for a good feeling for us. But I'm not sure, so we'll start the model, and maybe later we'll decide if to do something or not. Also, the dimension, they don't have to be absolutely the same like here. Of course, we can go like plus minus 2 centimeters. Nobody will see the difference. But let's start to model. Okay, I will go first to the back. I will select this pulley, and I will inset this a bit like this, and now I will use the bevel tool. I will use the bevel tool to go inside and like this. This is probably too much, like that, and I will now use the scale tool to adjust this a bit more. Okay, so this will be the place for the plugs if we will do some. Now it's very simple, just like here could be the plugs, here could be some name for that and some name shield, so I don't know, some stuff like that. So very simple stuff like this, just like that. Okay, let's go to the front. Now I will extrude this a bit. Like this should be fine. Now let's zoom on the reference. Now this part is much more smoother or around that than the part which is behind. So let's see if we have enough, maybe a bit more. So just place it somewhere here. Now from this part you could do actually the back part and the front part decorate as a different model, like two models on each other. I will try to do it of course like one. It's always better to have just one model. You know, when you apply some modifiers, you just apply one, so it should be much easier. Okay, so when we have these basic shapes, it would be nice to do the first chamfers, because if we will not do it right now, probably we will also forget about that. Okay, so doing that. Okay, so you can go to the front view just by pressing F, and we will do bit scaling. Okay, now let's select this edge, loop that, and we'll apply extrude. Right click on the settings, it will go to the 0, and now we will do some kind of border. Now this, which you can see here, which is dividing the two parts from each other. So something like this. Okay, we will do the chamfer a bit later on that. Okay, so this front part should be much more smoother, so I'll select this and this. Oops. Okay, also this here. Now okay, this one and this one, and ring that. So with the ring function, we should actually chamfer or select all the edges all around the model. So now let's apply chamfer. Now this is too much. Don't keep attention to this. We'll fix that a bit later. So how big is that? Okay, so something like this. Now select this one, or better, select the front poly, Control Edge, chamfer. Now this chamfer will be a bit smaller, but still bigger than the rest, so something like that. Now let's go here. Let's go here to the edge mode. This means that we'll be moving the words on the edge. And we'll move it a bit like this. Okay, I think I moved the two parts a bit strange inside. Okay, this will do a bit different. We'll just move these parts here. Just a bit. You can do it with the hand. Doesn't matter much. I just want to do there some kind of difference between the chamfers, and like it's going to an error inside. Okay, this was a bit too much. Okay, I'll go 2 step backs and just a bit. Just remember to be on the edge constant. So you are moving the edge of the vert according to the edge on which it's setting. So we have something like this. It should look similar on all axes. Okay, then we have this one. This we will fix in a moment. And now we'll select this edge and loop it. We can hit the ring button and we'll apply again chamfer. Now this will be the smaller chamfer, and I think we could go with a value of, let's say, a bit too much, 0.1. This should be fine. Okay, now let's fix this one. So we don't need these verts here, so we can weld them here and we'll keep this how it is. So like this, we shouldn't have any triangles, even that here we actually did one. But it's more or less fine, because still we can just delete the one and cut inside the shape 2 new edges in the moment when we will be able to rotate on that. So Z and zoom on one vert. Use your cut tool. It should snap to the vert. Oops. Okay, great. For sure we don't need this one here and even this. So we will apply the weld, a general weld on the weld shape. Just to make sure we don't have there any not connected verts. So I think the ring function wasn't working as I thought. Anyway, plenty of time, and this will for sure not stop us. Okay, so the last. By the way, you need to use the backspace function first by deleting some stuff, and you need always first to delete the edge and then the vert if you want. This is just like a note. Oh, by the way, oh, FYI. Okay, so verts, Control A, weld, the smallest weld we can, and as you can see, we hit there one edge, oops, which wasn't connected absolutely. Okay, so this is the first step. Of course, we can a lot customized stuff later if we would like. Okay, now we need also to chamfer this. So we'll select this and this, loop that. We'll apply the same chamfer like before, and here actually the same. Now we can apply above Turbo Smooth. Now Turbo Smooth is always good to have to see how the stuff is smoothing. Now it's not smoothing absolutely like I would like to have it. The corners are more sharp, and this is what we will do right now. Now I also forgot to chamfer my gap here. Okay, so select this, and this edge, loop that, hit your chamfer, and we'll go with a smaller chamfer, like this. Okay, this is the first step. Now, we'll place here more pulleys with cutting this with more edges. So select it like that. Connect to, not this, but this. And place them somewhere like this. And the same in the different axes. Try to make the same settings. Okay, maybe like this. Okay, this will bring here much more edges, and the final result will be much more sharper than it was before, as you can see. And also the gap is now like a gap. You see, very simple. Now, okay, we have this one here. If you would like to make this more looking, you can adjust these edges here, like move them down. You know, like if you select this, maybe also this one here, and make scale down. Oops, one more time. So scale down, you will make it straight. And now if you move it just down like this, you will make a bigger gap here, and the bigger gap will adjust also the final smoothing. I will show that. But I will do it also at the bottom. Yeah, why not? So one more time. So this and this, if I remember good, this and this. Again, scale it to make it straight. Much better. The manipulating is much easier than make it something like that. And of course you need to adjust these two. Let's say this time we will not adjust straight, or we will not make it straight. This is fine. Okay, without this one, and this and this, and the same. So if you now apply Turbo Smooth, the edges here should be more smoother and rounded than there was before. And I believe they are. Okay. Let's proceed with the model. Now, as you can see here, after the smooth part, there is this grid, and then this speaker, the subwoofer. Okay. So when I look on the like this, and I will hit connect just once. Shouldn't be in the middle, but somehow like this. Now this here, the border here, which is like here, we can actually do with these lines, which we moved a bit before. Now, why we move that? But also we can do it absolutely different. So we can do with a different method. So I will select these edges here and hit connect. Not this one, but also not this one, so it shouldn't be. Yeah, it's this one here. Okay, no, I will do it a bit different. I will delete this one here. Everything. Like delete. Now I will keep that. I will select this pulley and this was too much. And set it a bit like this. I will go here, click the cut tool, and again divide that. Okay. Now, oops, not the cut tool anymore. Now we will we'll insert that one more time. I'm thinking if just one or two times. Now one more time is enough. Is it? Yes. We'll select this ring and apply extrude. The extrude will be very small, but enough deep. Also select everything, loop that, and apply, I hope, the smallest chamfer we can. Okay, we'll zoom here just to see. Yeah, the smallest chamfer was fine. Now, Control A, weld the smallest value. And actually, the smallest value will be very, I don't know if it will be okay right now. Because I think we welded the stuff inside. Yes. Okay, let's go a bit back. Yeah, until we made the chamfer, and we need to make a bigger chamfer actually. And now we can weld with the smallest value. Okay. Now about the grid, which will be there. I'm not decided fully if to do that using a map or somehow else. Using a map will be easier. Model that will bring there like trillions of words, so probably I will really do it with a map. Anyway, we need first to finish this before we will think about that. Okay, so this is actually pretty nice. Of course, not the bottom. The bottom we need to tweak a bit. We'll try to adjust that again with a connect. So performing border here. Okay, this is better at the bottom. And I think the value is also fine, but we'll need also here. About this, I'm a bit concerned. Anyway, we'll see. We'll be looking. So first of all, this one. No, this is no fine. Just this here isn't so nice, I think. Okay, let's see how we made that. Okay, so let me think. I will deselect this here, and using the scale function. No, the scale function is not working right now. Okay, I need to move them a bit. They're too near together, I think. Just check this here. Okay, this is fine. Now, why did absolutely connect to all the geometry? It's very simple. If you will not do it like that, you will have triangles. I don't like triangles at all, so I'm trying to avoid them as much as is possible. Okay, I think without so far that line. And this is also the reason why I made it like that. Yes, you could create a triangle, but as I said, I don't like them. Okay, this is fine right now. One more connect. Just one. We can make it absolutely straight. And we will move it here. Yep, much better. Okay, if we have something like this, and I really don't want to make like two halves, so I will connect it in this axis. Connect it in this axis. Make it absolutely straight, the most you can. Now I will delete this modifier. I will delete the half. I will use a mirror function, copy that. Okay, now it's a bit moved. This is not a problem at all. So we'll move it exactly here. Attach. Now we'll select all these. Weld with the smallest value. And of course we don't need this. So loop that, backspace. Select all and backspace. So we have the same at one side and on the another. Okay, Trubus mode one time is a line, and perspective set to zoom on this. Okay, so far so good. Really nice and smooth, as you can see. Not such a problem. I like the shape so far. It looks like computer case actually so far. But it will be looking of course different. Now let's go here to this. So we will do this with the shape merge function. So I will delete that. Let's go to shapes and circle. Let's go to the front view and it should snap actually. Of course. Check here autograde. So now it should snap. I think it's too big. So let's see how big it should be. Okay, let's go with 5 centimeters. And oops, somewhere here. Yes, this should be fine. Okay, select our shape. Let's go to compound objects and shape merge. Pick a shape, pick this shape, convert this back to Pulley, delete that, and we have here a new shape. Now the new shape have a lot of words which we don't need. So we'll hit here weld. Few welds, this should be fine. And now I will delete some words manually because we don't need so much of them there. I don't think we need also this one. We will need to snap this to the function, to the shape. Here we will create some triangles, but this method is a bit better than using just like, it's called the boolean, but still, okay, it's not absolutely kosher, or how to say. Okay, select this object. Now, to be sure that it's actually absolutely round, let's use the graphic modeling tools. We'll go to Poly and click GeoPoly. Oh, okay, it looks fine. Now, how it's looking here, so there's something and something. Okay. And then something. I have no idea what. Anyway, first of all, we will insert that. And set this. I will go step back and I will set that smaller, but 2 times, like this. Now we can try the GeoPoly just to be sure. Now it's a perfect circle, according to Max. Okay, now it's going inside, then probably something out and stuff like that. Okay, this will be probably better from perspective and like this view. So let's go to bevel and make something like this. I think like that should be fine. Insert that again. Go bevel outside. Oh, oops. Sorry, one step back. No. Okay, like that. One more time. Go a bit just like to the front. And make something like this. I hope it's fine. Now we'll ring that and connect. Let's go to the scale tool and we'll scale this a bit like this. Now what is that? Okay, this will go away in a moment. Okay, now I need to snap some points to the other shape, so I'll do something like this so far. Okay, I know I'm creating triangles, but during my time and modeling, I realized that this is a nice and quick way how to do that. And I never thought it's the best way. But I have to admit I saw like some people, you know, that kind of people which are living with this doing the same, so I think it's fine. Anyway, select this one, loop that, extrude. We'll again make here a small border. It's always nice to have it there, really. On shape like this, it will be probably even better to see. Okay, supply turbo smooth on this to the line. Oops, set to zoom. Okay, where we are? Here we are. Orthographic, no perspective, sorry. Okay, looking quite nice. Of course, my reproductor here, how to call that, isn't so good, but this we will fix just by this. It's like a cake now, this part. So let's make it more edgy. So I will loop this and apply a chamfer, bigger one than the smallest one, of course. Yeah, this is better. Okay, maybe something like this is here. I'm not sure. But I think also that it could be fine. Now we have something, I see here, one more stuff inside. And also we have the backside. So we are still not finished here. Okay, but okay. Didn't told anything. Now, how to do this? Now we have here, of course, one problem. We have here this shape, or better, this pulley, behind which is something. We still want to have this before the actual shape, but we want to have something behind. So how to do that? Of course, this could be like a separate object, but let's make it here, content object. If we go right now and apply turbo smooth on that, it will actually not smooth at all. On one hand it's fine, but we are missing these corners. If we will do it a bit thick, let's select the border, hold down Ctrl H and hold down Shift a bit back. We are getting the shape. Okay, we'll try something like this. Cap this poorly. Cap all. We select this one, hold down Shift back, clone to an element, flip that element, set on zoom, so we will do some kind of double-sided shape, maybe left, go to the left view. Yep. Ctrl A on vertex, and we'll just hit weld. It should weld. Oh, this is a bit strange. Maybe the weld wasn't so good idea. Yeah, actually we are also missing these ones here. Okay, we cannot loop because the number of edges or verts all around. So we can select the front and the back, hold down H, Ctrl H, so it should select everything, just deselect these two. Chamfer, the smallest one. It should look again different, and it should actually have already the shape which we want, almost. But again, we have a problem here at the bottom. As usually, the problem is somewhere at the bottom. Set to zoom, okay. Select this one, loop it, chamfer like this. Okay. I'm not finished there, don't worry. Put this chamfer, okay. And the last thing is we'll select this one, connect once, and just move it down. Okay, so this will be our subwoofer grid. Subwoofer grid. Pulley, as I said, we'll do it just like a mask and a texture. So it will be probably easy. Okay, I will do one connect. Move it here up. I think I saw this. Yeah, now it's better. Okay, so here we go with our grid. We can apply or affect the power to the center. Now here we can hit all X. Yeah, it will be transparent. And now because we have this one here, we don't need this one here. Well, this is logical, so just delete that. And we did here some crossing of the edges. Okay, so when I see that, probably fix first this one. It shouldn't be such a problem. Somewhere here, and I'll select this and this edge constant and move it down very quickly. Okay, so back here, cap this. Oh, select border, not cap, of course, and Control Edge, Shift, hold down Shift, and I cannot move it back. Why? Yeah, I know. Edge constant. This sometimes happens. You know, you turn on something and you forgot to turn it off. So we'll go somewhere here. We can manipulate the deep anytime. We need to cap that. Still selecting the border, we need to apply chamfer there. We'll do here a double chamfer, I think. So apply and do a smaller one. Usually it's the value is somewhere around half the original. I hope it will not screw. Okay, a bit here at the bottom. This we will need to have fixed before we do anything else. Okay, it's caused. Should I move this more to the front? Okay, best solution will be we'll have here another connect. That's for sure. I'm just thinking why we need another connect. Yeah, I see. Okay, so we'll do one more connect. I think we did a lot of them before. So let's say plus minus 1 should be fine. So let's move it somewhere here. much better. Yeah, let's connect technique or hard surface modeling. It's really very simple, very quick, and you actually do the stuff more optimized than by using any other technique. Even that isn't looking like that, but let's be honest, we just made a few connects and we got the shape. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, okay, I think I will stop here anyway. It's too much connects and stuff like that for one part. I'm just a little bit curious how much Pulleys we used so far, so I think it's XView show statistic 1000 something. It's not much, but it will be more, of course, with all the details. So okay, thanks for watching so far. I will see you in the next part. I think we will need more parts to do everything together. So again, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next part. So bye bye.